Hello, my name is Anthony Janice and I'm a gardener, and I just wanted to do a small video about cutting up and bagging up. So I'm just going to switch, well, I'm just going to move the camera. So I'm currently in a garden, so you can see that, I'll just give you a view. This garden was full of brambles and these trees, and what I've done is I've cut them with my lopper. And what I've been also doing is, because what a lot of people have a problem with is finding space to put these sort of trees, twigs, branches, whatever, in bags. So what I'm doing is I've got a small wheelbarrow, and the wheelbarrow is just to keep the small twigs that I'm cutting up in line and all together, but also it stops me from having to bend down, which is, as if you're a gardener or you're into gardening or you're interested in gardening, you want to limit the amount of time or the amount of times that you're actually bending down, because it does a lot of problems to your back if you're not warming up properly, and that's going to be in another video. So basically this video is about how do I get this in a garden bag. So what you can do, I mean, a lot of people will just try to rip these and sort of bend them in the bag, but what happens is, one, even though this is a garden bag or sack, it will still rip, because these are quite tough, especially when you get down to these. You know, I've got quite big hands, and if you try to break this particular tree or this particular branch, it just won't. You're going to need loppers to do it. So I've got a branch here. So what you're going to do, and this is where all the time goes, unfortunately, what you're going to do, I've got some secateurs, I mean, these are draper ones, but what you're going to do is you're going to spend your time basically cutting them up. I mean, obviously it's not exactly how I do it because I'm holding the camera, but you're going to cut them up into small bits, and what happens then is, this is quite large, this area, as you can see, full of trees and twigs, and what that'll do is that if you condense that, if you can just imagine a quarter of that size, that's what it'll condense down to in this. And what will happen is you're able to fill more bags, and you're actually able to fill bags. So that's one of the tips that I was gonna give. So it's a very important thing if you want to save space. If you're in a council house, something like that, normally they don't take like about 20 bags at one go. So if you just want to save the amount of space that you're using in bags, then cutting down into small parts. And as you can see, you could probably ask, okay, what about when I get to these levels? So if you can see, the thickness is getting quite thick. Secateurs, I mean, there is a technique that I'll show in another video that you can do it, but what you're going to do, if you're like me, I mean, you can see how many branches I've got to go through today. So what happens is your hand is just going to go numb from the amount of times you're doing this throughout all of these twigs. So what I'm doing is, if you can see this, it's not the best example, but this is the bit that's going to cause the most aggravation, as in trying to chop it. I mean, I can still do it. I mean, it's not the best example, as you can see. These are ratchet secateurs, so they'll do it quite easily. But if you get thicker ones, so say this, let's just say this part is the thickest. So what I'm trying to do to get it into the bucket is I'm trying to take all the branches that I can with the secateurs, as you can see. So I'll take this, pretend this is the really thick one, and then what I'll do then is I'll place the thickness, this thick one, to the side where I've got some pre-made, and you can see I'm never going to be able to get into this. It won't even go in. So what you do is you take the small branches off of the main stem, the main trunk, put the main trunk aside, and then what you then do is you then, the exact same method, as what I'm doing with the bucket you do with the main stems, but instead of using the secateurs, you use the loppers, which are designed for it. So that's my video, that's the tip. So to get more into the bags, you just cut small bits, say 6 inches, something like that, and then you will get about half of those in the bag. So that's my tip. Hope you enjoyed it. There's going to be more videos for the this YouTube channel of gardening tips, and I should swing it round, and I hope you subscribe, and I'll be sending out a lot more tips. So have a good day and be safe in the garden.